Hey everybody, welcome back. It's still Sunday. So I went ahead and tried tinkering with the Super H again a little bit. And I called the the mechanic guy local to me, and got his opinion. And he said sometimes the starters will hang up on the flywheel on these. So he said to spin the fan backwards, and sometimes you do that and then try it. And then I did this while I was on the phone with him, and it still didn't get anything. He'll be coming probably one day this week to take a look at it himself and find out. One thing I did try too is I also did try loosening the bolts and shaking the starter a little bit to see if that'll work, but still nothing. So we will see what he says. Like I said, if you look, everything's all new. Alternator, brackets, wiring, all 9 yards, right up to the switch. Lights come on. As you can see, the lights do work on this tractor. So he's gonna come and take a look and see what he finds out about it. I don't know, maybe possibly the starter will need rebuilt. If it does, hey, so be it. It's all part of owning an older tractor, so I won't mind. But I figured I'd give some of you who are interested in the Super H, and now it's come along, and there hasn't been much on it in recent times. But that's the story with this. Aside from that, like I said, I want to get it going so I can get the drags on it. And if I can get this up and going soon, I want to get it on the brush hog a little bit possibly. But for the most part, I'm contemplating I might go through and do need to do the manifold. You can tell right there, it's rough. And it just in general, I figure instead of replacing the pipe, which you can do, the only thing of all is, I don't know, that's most likely the original manifold and everything to the tractor. So the threads will probably screw up on it trying to unthread it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a whole new one on. Manifold gaskets, a whole 9 yards. And then I want to think there's probably a few other things I wanted to do. Possibly might do just like a barnyard paint job on it. I think I did talk about that in one of the more recent videos here. Work on getting a set of rear wheel weights. I'm thinking I'm going to put the split weights on because they're easier to work on, and I don't exactly have something I can put the full one-piece weights on. But really, there's just a couple small things. The grill insert, which you can get them new. If I paint it, new IH emblem on the front. They do sell the new rear light brackets. And I'm gonna probably pull these fenders back off, clean up all the holes in the axles, put bolts in all of them, both sides. And as far as these fenders go, they're solid, very solid. The only issues with them is on this one, the hole on this one right here, and there are actually two on this side, here and up here. I don't know what they would have had that they bolted to there, but I want to see if my uncle, who's done auto body, if he can take care of that for me. Repaint it up, make it look good. I wouldn't mind finding a belt pulley for it, just to complete it. Will I ever use it? Most likely not, but nonetheless. Just gonna do like a barnyard type restoration on it for now, make it look better. You know, kind of preserve the sheet metal. What else? The brakes are new, so they don't need any attention. Tires. Front ones and rear ones. I don't know if I showed this in an older video, but you can look. That one, 11.238, 12.438. And a wide front, too, for the hills up here. But, it ain't gonna need an oil change, because all that was done when I first got it. Fluid and filter change. Spark plugs are all new, so it really don't need much, just a few things here and there. Oh, I do want to replace this. This is actually kind of gummed up there. I'll get a new one of them. I'm kind of thinking the Donaldson ones with the glass jar. And what? Oh, back to the throttle. I did mention how I replaced that throttle stop in there. The spring needs replaced because up in here it won't stay. It knocks it back down to about here roughly. So I just replaced that little spring in there, which I should have done when I bought the stop. I didn't even think about it. I think that's really about it. I mean, it runs smooth. It doesn't have the death wobble on the front, so the worm gear up top is not bad. And if I end up doing the paint job, I'd probably pull the radiator, have that clean, tested, and put back on. And I really think that's about it. I don't know, a wide front will depend on when I find one. If I happen to don't find one before I paint it, that's fine, because I will just, when I do get one, I'll paint it and then put it on the tractor. That's really about it. I will keep the original narrow front with it too, because if I ever do, well, eventually I do want to do a full-on restoration on this tractor, in which case I'd put it back to all original. But since it's going to be a work tractor for a while, have a wide front, preferably off a 300, 350. But we'll see what happens, all in due time. Biggest thing is getting it up and going. Farm Muffin Egg did do a video about the gas caps on these. The original tank to this did have the bigger ones, so I doubt very much that if I send the serial number in, they'll send one for this tractor. But I do believe that the 656 serial number should get me one, because that tractor, when I got it, had one just like what's on here now. But I am still going to send the serial number of both tractors in for the gas cap ordeal. And if I get two, I'll have one extra, because after I got the 656, I did a big parts order on that, and I ordered the gas cap. What else did I order? Tie rod assembly, which I do need to get one for the other side, because that one's got a little bit of play in it. There's a few other things I ordered for it, but the gas cap was one of them. So that just pretty much sums up where the Super H is at right now. So hopefully he'll be able to figure something out and we can get her back up and going and get some videos out running that. So that's going to do it for the update on the Super H. I'm going to do one more update unrelated to the Super H, I guess you could say. We were talking earlier, and I did have the Oliver with the 3 bottom plows over to my place because we were going to put in a garden over there. Ultimately, we decided we were going to do it all over here. Pumpkins, vegetables, the whole 9 yards. So one day here soon, I got to get the postal digger off of that. I'm going to hook up my tow behind brush hog, take that over to my place, because I'll have to brush hog my field, and I got places over there for people I'll be brush hogging for too, which one of the properties is actually next to where I've been pulling firewood off of as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just take my brush hog over with that, because we got the 3-point hitch one that'll run on this. Bring the 3 bottom plows back over. And I'll actually show you, as grass did started coming up. But we're gonna do another plowing, like I did earlier. Actually, back in February. You can see grass growing up pretty good again. But we're gonna get it plowed back up. They're gonna throw some compost that they got from a place local. And actually, I might even bring it out farther this way. Make it a little bit bigger, because pumpkins do overtake a lot. But once they throw the compost in, then I'll disc it all in, and then it should be ready by, what they say, Memorial Day weekend. So that's all there is going on with that. So hopefully start getting things done. I'm going to be getting the radiator hoses on the Massey Ferguson here soon, and we're going to see about replacing an O-ring in the leaking injector on the Massey as well. And if not, I'll just order. The plan is to get it so I can do what I need to do this year, and then as fall comes in, I'll pull it back out, put it in my buddy's garage, because I'll have it back over at my house for the winter time with the back blade. Put it in my buddy's garage, which is just down the road from me. Put all new injectors and injector lines in it. Send the fuel tank out to get that cleaned and sealed in the inside. And what was it? New fuel filter. And basically, it'll have a whole new fuel system on it. So that's the plans. Hopefully everything works out, but you know, as such as life, stuff always happens. But we'll see how everything goes. So that'll do it for this one, guys. I will catch you all on the next one. Hope you're all staying safe, and hope we can get through everything, all this pandemic crap, without a hitch. So I'll catch you guys later.